Radiant are scanning.
Optimization, right? Like how earlier on we were watching, it felt like all the items came together as like one beautiful picture, but this game it's like you have two heroes in my opinion on Kunkka and Lifestealer that are playing the same role. Like I think Lifestealer wanted to play this role, this Radiance AC, and now he's not allowed to play it because Kunkka's playing it. So now Lifestealer's building like not ideal items, and then I don't know exactly where the where did it happen?
That's what makes Dota so complex, right? Because your Sumail, that is the best item for your game. You want to get a Radiance at your double bracer when you're that far ahead. But you're now taking that ability away from your hard carry. Perhaps you're punishing him more than you're helping yourself. It's all about balancing it and ensuring that your entire team is in the best position to succeed. This being a 5-on-5 after all, as Valve even pushed us to remember by
it is a team
combining
game.
Solo and team party MMRs.
True.
Indeed. Have you guys been playing a lot of party MMR?
I gave up after a lot of the Smurfs is the problem. So there's you'd think that people would stop being, you know,
goobers.
Goobers, exactly, in the top tier MMR, but it doesn't. It like I think Lifestealer wanted to play this role.
Engagement.
It's like maybe just a kill on fly here.
No.
Oh, 4 stabs. There's no way. Gets the ulti up, and it actually is doing a little bit of damage. Boat's gonna come through, gonna help Fly survive a little bit longer. Jazz has to actually get out of there. Impetus, will it be enough? It sure as hell is. They're gonna try to turn it around now. Abed is getting melted down, but guess what? That is an Aegis, but the ulti used before, and well, now just trying to right click. Dubu does get a kill on Crit on the backside. Crit did have to buy back, still has the ulti. Impetus goes out, hits Ice. They're just going to try to hold Medusa in place, but guess what? Solar Crest from Ice continuously on this Medusa. Doesn't feel like they do that much damage. They're going to try to block him out. There's going to be a BKB. DJ just holding Arteezy in place, and now, didn't even use the ulti on Crit. Crit might just die. Gonna try to permastun, but DJ has that BKB, and see you later, Crit. That's the second dieback this game for Crit, right?
Yeah, the Medusa mana burned the Enchantress. The Enchantress is like really the only threat for the Medusa, right? So once she's Solar Crested, there's really no other way to kill her. And over the course of that fight, the Enchantress got Mystic Snake twice, and then suddenly does no damage. And also, that's pretty funny, Abed got trapped by DJ's wards, so he was forced to TP to his own shrine just because he got trapped by his teammates' wards.
Whoa. Once again, you saw smoke. Yo, Sumail. No
your
BKB.
Earthshaker's dead, bro.
He's dead. He's gone.
No buyback.
The reason I mentioned Earthshaker is because you're allowed to do what he just did if you have an Earthshaker, because you have the long range cancel of the shackles.
He didn't. Was he X back?
No,
like
he
was
wasn't.
what? He just walked forward. He just died.
He did what Fly did in the mid lane, where he was just like, "Excuse me, guys."
Coming through.
Coming through.
This looks like it's just going to be 1 Rax, if not 2 top. They know they can go up top as well.
EG is not looking like, I mean, Fnatic's obviously punishing, but this didn't, like, EG had this game, I felt like, in terms of, like, they were in control of the game, they were setting the tempo, and Fnatic just got, like, 3 or 4 crucial kills. Suddenly, the momentum of the game shifted, and oh my god.
Oh man, talk about adding insult to injury.
Bold statements.
And now even the Ogre, I mean, it's a 33-minute Vlad, but it's flying out. Guess what? Get some damage, get some armor, have fun, Abed.
Yeah, the value Void Stone on the Ogre for the mana regen.
Oh, and there's the, he loves it. Matt Midas, already back up to 1.1k after buying a full Vlad's, and yep, that's going to be 2 full sets of racks.
This Ogre offlane is looking sick. It's actually, it's like the dream hero for my concept of Dota, because you crush your lane, you're super tanky, you don't care about dying, you just walk in, and then you buy Midas, and suddenly all the rest of your goal for the entire game goes to teamfight items.
Look at his level 15 and 20 talents, 350 health and 400 strength, or 40 strength. 800 health, dude.
Beast mode.
So what? That's 1150 health from talents?
Yeah, 1150. So it's a third of his HP pool right now. Is
decent.
And they sure will. We'll get the stun off. We'll get another one. Do they want to try to do anything else? Now it looks like Crit will just die here.
He's got no buyback. That's the perfect kill. 45 seconds now to kill this tier 2 bot.
As BSJ said, they looked like EG was ahead, and then Fnatic, guess what? They make a couple of good fights. They take these. It feels like they're playing the map a lot better.
Again, just point to it could be Dubu, finally having that like traditional shot caller, but don't forget. Yeah, of course, Coach March.
The coach in game, yeah, Coach March as well.
I mean, he did take, Genespros. They really threw that game 4 in that qualifier against Mineski and SEA. Otherwise, you would have seen this brand new team made up of effectively a bunch of rejects.
Yeah.
They would just qualify to TI all of a sudden. Unfortunately, I was talking to Gunner, they did debate themselves. They got a DD, they were going to roast. Like, nah, we'll throne.
Everyone's been there. Every pro's been there at least once, I'm sure.
Unfortunately, someone's been there. There's a stat. It's like probably like 20 times teams have come back from mega creeps in pro games, and 4 of them, I was on the losing team that had the megas.
My philosophy is that if you're just never one game away from TI, you'll never lose the one game away from TI.
It's true. I've done that a few times too. I really, I find a lot of unique ways to lose. Anyone at home, you have new ways to lose, let me know. Let me try them out. I'm trying to really get the full smorgasbord.
And almost level 25. What do you take? You got the Scotty. You got. Do you take the man or do you take the modifier? It seems like I still see
modifier, man. You're so ahead. Although to your point, maybe you just need to stay alive, right?
I was told that the modifiers are better when you level them, and the man is better late game. Because it's effectively like 2,500 health.
It's a decent amount.
Sorry. I think he might go mana this game just because they have no tools to burn it, and he's already doing plenty of damage.
Modifiers is like good against them, mana's good for you.
Yep.
Right, so like in this game, since he has this ogre and everything, why not just build everything for you to be the most powerful version of yourself?
Maybe Snake's actually going to go in for it. Shadow Shaman will get hit, but Abed actually didn't. It was only a solo ult. Crit's already going to die. Now there's a BKB pop by Sumail, but guess what? Abed just stands his ground and fights. Fly is getting a nice juicy ulti, so no one can really fight into him. And it's a 1-for-1 trade.
But it's a buyback. No buyback.
Bye-bye boots of travel on Shaman, so he's in the fight.
He's ready. The wards did get cleared up already, but guess what? You don't have your crit ulti.
Go BKB grip S4.
Yeah, I was going to say he has BKB shackles.
No, he's in the area, but...
Yep, gotta play back. No more ultis from Earthshaker and Crystal.
You might not need to force this issue, though, if you're Fnatic. You don't have level 25 on Deuce, and he's so close.
You just have Vlad, Solar, Lotus, like... I don't know.
There's no crit, too. You're right.
We'll get torrented, slow it down a little bit. S4 will take control, but that illusion instantly dies. Looks like the last tier 3 will be falling here. 14k lead, in comes the boat. Creep wave does get cleared. I bet he just pops his BKB. He's like,
BKB.
Sure, let's just kill this. And let's not. Let's get out.
Sure, let's kill this. Okay.
Never mind. See you later.
Psych.
That's the right call. Crit respawned. He's still just not quite 25. Roche up soon.
Yep, it is may respawn in about 5 here. We'll
you
see.
have the luxury to kind of just like pop that BKB too. Like you don't need to just play it safe. Don't let anything go wrong. He did take the modifier.
Oh, it's a real quick Roche. It's literally already up.
And they have the
There's
courage
going to be BKB. It might be over before then. We are going to be one. It's just going to be Fly. He will get found. Sentry ward on the ground.
And every hero in this game is important at 38 minutes. Like even though it's just a 5 position.
He takes the modifier, by the way.
They might not need to do this, but I'm telling you, the Fnatic of the entire year does not make this play.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we got him, guys. Let's go win the game. Maybe you do. Maybe you throw. This Fnatic.
Why not do this at this point, right? Yeah.
You can't. They can't win. You can only lose.
Oh
and look at that.
God.
A reward for their patience. It is a virtue after all.
What do you think's better, a late game DD or a 2-minute DD?
Late game DD.
Late game always, yeah.
What if they made DD a 3 halves rune?
What do you mean?
You know, like it gave you 50% instead of double damage.
What did you learn?
It'd still be really good.
Your fractions are way off, dude.
Courier has been killed.
What do you mean 3 halves? Okay, it's like a 50% rune instead of a DD rune. Why does it have to be double, you know? Like double so much.
eToro, the world's leading social trading platform.
Themselves.
Dude, they are looking, they're just looking good. I mean,
Rock on.
And Magical's just gonna run down river. He did already throw out his poison though, so Thompson should be able to get some free denies. So that's something. That's 3 denies, one of which was a range creep. And unless he can't reach.
You're not wrong. It is something, quite literally.
Gotta look on the bright. Like Seb, he's gotta look at the fact that he's getting 2 melee creeps underneath his tower. He may not get a single creep for the next 5 minutes, but at least he got those 2.
As the tree lays down a sentry, I don't think he cares about sentries, man. Nope.
Oh, there it is. First kill, they do manage to get the Inkswell stun onto the Ancient Apparition, but he quickly turns around, Chilling touches Ana, and Ana realizes he not go for a counter kill on Seneko.
The boar almost immediately dies.
Oh yeah, I guess Tree is going to be really good at killing the boar too. That's not going to...
Well, I guess the sentry helps out with the Hawk as well as Jarex is... I mean, he's trying to do something on the map right now, but I think his problem is that there's nowhere he can really kill the present time.
You know, I kind of dig it though, just because he's getting Thompson a better lane.
Dude, he's level 1 right now. I don't dig it.
Yeah, but Thompson's 11 and 10 against a Viper, who's 2 and 2.
Dude, I think the lane was kind of okay. He's making it OP.
It really is. Jax is gonna go for the toss. There he goes, right into the tower range. Doesn't actually get any tower damage, but they might still be able to kill him. Magical realizing this is just gonna turn and fight underneath the Nether Toxin, knowing he could not have gotten far enough away. Now, Jax is level 2.
Nah, I'm tilted.
You're tilted for Magical?
I'm putting my mind inside, because he played Storm last game. Like, I fully support him. He will be the player that I mind meld with.
Okay. Yeah.
And let me just say, like, I'm mad. Jarex. Why?
Why can't I just have a 1v1 against a Zeus? Nice dagger from Ana, catching both of them.
The good news
Who's
for them...
gonna get the Dark Troll Summoner though? All right, nobody's gonna get the Dark Troll Summoner because NAVI are just gonna go for the kill onto No-Tail. No-Tail, knowing he's gonna die, throws the Inkswell onto Ana. Ana does manage to get the stun, another dagger onto Crystallize. It's a lot of damage, and then Snako slows him down just enough with the Chilling Touch that the Sven will be fine.
Nah, No-Tail got the last hit on it, dude.
Probably doesn't.
Waiting for his turn.
He's talking about the soft support, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, the Legion Commanders 24 and 15. It's actually keeping pace with Thompson's heavy lead on the Zeus. Seb is 9 and 1, very similar score to the 7 and 3 of the Viper.
The thing about it though is, like,
Well
as a
done.
Beastmaster, you kind of assume your game's gonna be garbage. But the best part about BM is that all of his items nowadays are so cheap.
Yeah.
You know, you go Vlad's into Solar Crest, that costs nothing. Realistically, this hero just needs levels to be able to make plays.
You no longer need like Necro Book 3 to make plays around the map like you used to. With
You just need like 2 items, and all of a sudden it gives you. Solar Crest, in its essence, I think is a very, like, the item does everything for you.
Yes.
I don't want to say it's broken, but
I'll say it.
you'll say it for
I'll
us.
say it. Magical does manage to get the kill on Jarex. Getting a bit of revenge. He's like, God, that wasn't even worth it for the experience aspect. I'm still a full level and some change behind Thompson, but if Thompson dies, it'll be all worth it. But the mass TPs, Jarex gonna toss away the Viper, trying to save Thompson's life. Thompson, up good, high ground hit, will manage to get it. Magical claims the kill, he'll die. It'll be a 2-for-1 trade-off. But I'm sure Magical is at least feeling himself a little bit more than he was before. He got some vengeance for his rough laning phase.
I mean, Thompson got saved and then he went back in to get the kill, so it's like no sympathy there.
Yeah. Thompson is level 6 though, off of that kill.
Jarex tossed him away.
Yeah, that was a sick toss from Jarex.
It was, but he in fact went for the kill. Thompson went for the big plays. This is I mean, this is just like stylistic OG, right? They're gonna. Anna would do the same thing.
Base boots up for the Sven.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Lane gets a little bit harder for Anna now. Jarex drawn on the map that he wants to head up to the top lane where the duel is just not gonna make it. Seb barely lived long enough to survive through the duel. Doesn't give away the bonus damage, but
Dire's top tower
Blizzy
is under
still
attack.
able to get the one-on-one kill.
Such a better laning phase though for Navi this game, and we talked about how both teams, you know, stylistically they feel very similar.
Yep.
In that both teams want to be able to snowball and just sort of like take over. This time around, we're seeing Navi off to that good start, and I think Blizzy has to be.
Blizzy's doing the greedy thing where he pulls the camp over to the easy camp, farms that, but that just means the supports of OG had time to be able to set up on this kill. Gets the Primal Roar, Inkswell stun, chaining it nicely.
You would
Three-man rotation, gets the kill on the top CS leader, Navi.
And that's always been the thing about Beastmaster. Again, you hit 6, you can make plays. People can make plays around you, even though, yes, you have a lot of purge. Obviously, if you get rolled in that position, nothing you can do.
Regeneration.
And strangely enough, like, they decided to rotate both supports here. Maybe they thought there was a chance that they could save on the Legion, but that was so unlikely.
Yeah. Smoke up from Jarex and No-Tail after they pop the shrine, moving together to see if they can kill the Legion Commander again. They know that Legion benefits off a strong laning phase and starts snowballing off those dual kills, and while they weren't able to get a 1v1,
Does the Hawk see him? Yeah, it should, right?
Yeah, it'll see the Ancient Apparition for sure.
Okay, well now, in case you were wondering,
Seneko is very, very dead. And possibly, it might be able to get Blizzy as well. Seneco's going to be chased down. Toss Avalanche combo. Blizzy actually are already using the press the attack, and now doesn't have a way to protect himself as he gets silenced up with the Inkswell stun going down. Chain stun. Zayek's actually going to be able to come in. Crystallize here to save the day. He's going to swing and hit Jarex, trying to get the cleave damage. They do manage to get the duel onto Jarex. They'll win that one, but a beautiful toss at the last second from Jarex. Right as he was about to get dueled, saved the life
bottom tower is under attack.
of Seb's Beastmaster.
he recognized that sinking ship. He's like, get out of here, dude. What a self-sacrificial play. This man does it all. He leaves last hits for his teammates, his cores, and he'll even die to save them in those
Dire's top
positions.
tower is under attack.
Truly
Dire's
a
structures
selfless,
are fortified.
soft support. 6-5, no clear big lead.
Thompson's got quite the build, let me just say.
Yeah, you like it?
4 null talismans,
He's the Skywrath mage now.
In it travels, I really don't know how I'm supposed to feel about this.
Get the reveal and the kill onto the Treant Protector. We haven't talked about this, but Treant Protector introduces just this very unique element that chip damage on towers isn't a thing anymore, right? You have to hard commit. We'll see how OG is able to work around that idea as they are.
The way early on, you neuter a lot of Tree strengths. You make it really hard for him to participate in fights. He feels like Night Stalker in that regard. Tree actually just wants to slow down the pace of the game, be really annoying in lane, and then set up around the map. So like the hero feels very slow.
And trying to protect the ward, and they will manage to do it. Jarex tries to retreat, but is met by Seneko and Zayak.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That is one of my favorite chat lines, by the way. The where's your team?
Yeah. I like how you thought about saying it.
Yeah, I was like, I can't. But...
Radiant structures are fortified.
Navi not going to slow down here. They're going to go for another smoke with Blizzy, seeing if they can get a duel somewhere here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
For my glory.
Well, Jarex tries real hard to pull the damage off the tower, but they do manage to get the entrance. The smoke doesn't quite go their way, though. The immediate silence onto the... they're going to save him long enough to be able to get the duel. Looks like it. Duel goes out, and that should be a win for Blizzy. Maybe they're going to be able to catch him as well. The Primal Roar actually going down right as he gets bonked on the head and rooted up. But they don't have any follow-up disables. Now the Spectre actually popping its ultimate to be able to help get the kill on a Magical. Will jump over to where Blizzy's at. It's away from the tree. Should just going to go to this bottom half of the map. But they got to deal with mid lane. Mid lane's taking a lot of damage right now with the siege creep.
They want to be able to save this, but no levels of living armor anyways.
OG doing everything they can to be able to force this tower down right now, and they should be able to do it.
Their word is if the tree does have a living armor, but...
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
The overgrowth only catching Jarex, who's already got the avalanche out, and Blizzy does not have duel up just yet. He's going to be bonked again. The Inkswell's going to protect him, though, especially against a Zeus. Double lightning bolts is pretty scary to play aggressive into, so they back up. Navi continue to lose more and more map control.
And he did commit for the travels. Pretty curious builds. No Aether Lens. No force, just straight up travels into Blink. I think I sort of understand it. Like, you're playing around your mobility anyways on a hero like Zeus, and travels solves a lot of your mana problems since you're able to just like refill constantly.
Yes.
And it probably helps your position fights a ton.
When I was playing the 4-position Zeus,
this was your build. I'd slap you if this was your build.
I did not go this build, but I did try and get the Boots of Travel as soon as I could after the Aghanim Scepter.
I was gonna laugh.
Because it feels so good.
I was like, you played a 4 Zeus and you rush travels? That is just messed up.
But
crazy here. Is there any... I was thinking... I'm stupid. Like,
you can't leave us on a cliffhanger now.
Is there any strategic advantage to denying your own wards? Like, if you could just from full, the enemy team spots it and then you deny it yourself?
So you want to be able to deny wards from 100% HP. Is that what you're saying? Thompson, he tries to go for the ultimate duel going up. Finally, it does go down. Magical's going to try and finish up that damage with another Toxin. Not enough to get the duel, but they will get the kill. But Jarex has already joined No-Tail here in this river area, and they're going to try and catch at least one of these heroes. It's going to be Blizzy. He's going to be, oh, the blink away right before the avalanche. Runs through the tier 1 tower. OG fail to get the kill in. They did manage to get the Treant Protector at bottom lane, but honestly, that kill onto the Zeus is much larger.
Red like a book this time.
Man, if Thompson had just popped his ult,
not in my nature.
Yes.
1 or 2 seconds earlier, he gets the read on where the smoke is coming his way, then he could have dodged that gank, but sadly, His spider senses were just a little bit too slow there.
The thing about that gank, though, is I don't think it progresses the game as much as you would hope.
Yeah.
Because you're not able to take a tower behind it. And so Navi has to just reset and go back into farming.
And they always have to use the smoke for these ganks because the combination of the Hawks and the Thunder God's Wrath, like, you're going to know where Navi is all the time.
And the fact that you lost your mid-tier 1 tower without taking theirs. The vision game is heavily slanted in OG's favor. Not to say that this game is over or anything. It's not even close to the same situation as last game was. Navi's in a much better spot. It just means you want to continue to pressure because you're against a Zeus Spectre, right?
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to stop this level of aggression, but at the same time, you don't want to have to blow a smoke every single time to get that done.
9-9. Only a 500 gold lead for OG right now, around 1,000 experience. So as you said, definitely a very different situation from last game where we were around this point where OG was just clearly dominating in net worth on top of the map control they had. This time around, Crystallize is still keeping a nice lead in net worth over everybody else. It's just picked up an Echo Saber, is going to go for an aggressive build. He's going to go Blink Dagger as his next item. So he is going to try and start some fights for Navi. Now the Thunder God's Wrath reveals some positioning. They had Zayak, who's trying to get behind Ana, but that Thunder God's Wrath gave him the heads up, and he got the dagger. And away he went. That just as easily could have been Zayak finding him with the Nature's Guise, and then they would just chain stun him from there. Fortunately, the Spectral Dagger gets him away to safety. Still will take that tier 1 of the offlane tower. There's a heavy push coming in from Seb on the other side.
Seb did decide to go for the Necro 3, I think mainly because he is against
Zayak setting up for it. They do manage to get the duel. What a big one! Thompson! Way too close to the tier 2 tower, and a simple blink after a TP is able to find that kill. Now Crystallize going for No Tail, trying to kill him before the Inkswell pops, and surely he does. They're going to keep that tower alive, see if they can grab anybody else, but it looks like Seb is probably too far away. They'll kill the zoo that he's put together, though. Necronomicon 2, you were talking about how his item builds are nice and easy to pick up, with a lot of people going Vlad's into Solar Crest, but this is still an old school Seb Beastmaster. He's going straight to Necrobook 3.
Yeah, I think mainly because of the tree.
Yeah.
You're trying to solidify your vision advantage, and the fact is playing against trees is pretty annoying. You don't want to always have to just like continuously chop down trees or anything like that, and it's such an easy way to pressure into the Spectre too.
Jerix, you had to know No Tail was dead. All right, well, that's 2 kills and a successful duel for Blizzy. That's not terrible.
Not at all.
They got to be out of smokes, though.
Yes.
Like, at this point, they've been going through so many smokes just to make any moves they can against this Hawk plus Thunder God's Wrath, that they're just not going to have a whole lot to work with at 25-30 minutes.
I mean, in an ideal situation there, you're able to like get a kill deeper in, place a ward into the jungle, and pressure the Spectre, which is really what they want to do. It's pressure the Spectre as much as possible.
Dire's top tower
It always feels as though what OG's strategy is, especially in the draft, I think they want to checkmate teams into the late game.
It's going to be a really big cool. Ana is going to get dueled up, and Magical's there with the Nether Toxin as well as a Rod of Atos to follow it up. Again, they don't need the dual kill on some of these big cores that they're getting between Thompson and Ana.
Oh, look at this. And the
Dire's
blink.
middle tower is under attack.
Some away.
But I do think that they try to put teams under the gun by picking heroes like the Arc Warden or the Spectre, so that the enemy team feels like they have to make moves to like win the game. Whereas OG, even though they do that, if they get a lead in the laning phase, they're still willing to play really
Dire's
aggressive.
middle tower is
Just
under
because they
attack.
have the late game doesn't mean they want to go late game, but it's always that like backup option.
Yeah. Zayak trying to get in
Dire's
position there
middle
for the
tower has
overgrowth.
fallen.
He's going to be saved by his Legion
the
Commander. Now the
two-man
2-man
stun.
set with the overgrowth over the top. The Ancient Apparition Ice Blast nails both of them. No Tails may take out as Seb is definitely dead, and sure enough, he does tick. But Crystallized super low, and Thompson only needs one big swing. Anna, he's actually going to come back into the fight with the Haunt. Magical's quite low as well. Wanted to be able to stay around his Nether Toxin, but Thompson won't allow it. He'll just kite him around until the Lightning Bolt finishes him off.
And they are going to find the majority of the cores there. The Legion does manage to barely get out of that position. And they're just... they were beating their heads to take this mid tower. They do eventually do so, so I'm sort of okay with that. I'm always alright with deaths that lead to towers.
Okay.
Personally. It looked like a much better situation than it was for the Sven to jump into.
Yeah.
But of course, there's going to be just so much, so many abilities at range that OG can fire off, and they don't have to hard commit to anything. They can sort of test the waters with a lot of these spells. They've got the bolts, they've got the ulti from the Zeus, they've got the Spectre Haunt. That's the other thing that Spectre plus Zeus is such a good combo at. Like, they scout for each other.
Thompson, whoa, a short blink away, a little short hop, and Blizzy,
He's fast, man.
he's so fast, actually.
You're not getting him.
This can't be good.
Magical thought maybe he can get him with the long-range Rod of Atos, but
He gone.
great reactions there from Thompson. He certainly didn't mean to do quite a short blink, but any kind of blink under that pressure was good enough. They will be able to find No Tail in mid lane, though.
Over this.
He was trying to push that in with the Stroke of Fate. Spotted, killed. 18 to 14, that net worth advantage. Hopping around between the two teams. But there is now the Radiant Spectre. So she has been outclassed against the Sven when it comes to farming speed. That's pretty natural, but now that she's got the Radiance, it's looking a bit easier for her.
She's not as far behind as I think she should be.
Yes.
I think this is relatively, this is like what within the
Thunderguns
margin there.
spats him, and immediately Thompson with Jarex both jump forward. They'll be able to kill that Dream Protector nice and easy.
I think normally, because Sven has such a good flash farm mechanic, he's normally up like 4K.
Yeah. Why do you think that Anna has been managed to like keep it pretty close?
I think he's just been a part of a lot of fights.
Yeah.
That helps quite a bit.
He is 2-1-5.
High value priority targets, plus this Sven dying in that position where Anna was the direct recipient of that as mid lane.
Magical. It's going to be Primal Roared here. The TP's coming in from the Ancient Apparition, but Magical's just not tanky enough. He will end up dying. Blizzy spotted by the Thunderbolt as well. Not going to be able to blink right away. Shouldn't be any danger, but there's certainly nothing that Navi can do but run. Crystallize.
Radiant's
Blink
middle
for blink.
tower is
Jarex
under
manages to
attack.
dodge that stun.
Oh, that was neat.
Thompson will be able to get the vision with the Thunderbolt, meaning Crystallize cannot get away from this, no matter how fast he is. This combination of global map movement and superior vision makes this Blink Dagger look super sick. I like this build a lot from Thompson.
The move speed into the Blink Dagger. It makes sense because normally on Zeus you want some sort of like defensive item potentially.
Yep.
But your defense is the fact that your team's able to play this kind of offense.
Yeah.
The sort of blitzing style where you're able to just like
Radiant's bottom
consistently
tower is under
apply
attack.
pressure through vision alone.
Yeah.
And that's why vision is the most, it's the most important aspect of Dota.
Radiant are scanning.
I wish there was like more warding Not just the
Radiant's
superior
bottom tower is
Beastmaster
under
Zeus
attack.
Spectre.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. There is. Zeus has been quite the answer to the tree too. He's been spotted so many times because of those
Radiant's
thunderbolts.
bottom tower
Thunder God's
has
Wrath.
fallen.
When you already have so much vision from the Hawk, it becomes so obvious when the enemy team is making some sort of smoke move
Dyer's
Oh
top
yeah, for
tower
sure.
is
that he's
under
like,
attack.
he always is able to
Radiant's
find good
bottom
Thunder
tower
God Wrath
is under
timing.
attack.
Whereas normal games, it's like, you have to, like, there's usually not enough information for you to deduce.
You're just guessing.
Yeah, you're just kind of guessing. You're just doing a little bit of feel, but this is super easy. Magical. Making the arrows, saying they're trying to rotate through right now. Into our triangle, and Jarex was trying to get some sort of positioning going there. Crystallized, blinking very far forward. Into No-Tail he goes, and quickly chops him in twain. That will be one pick off at least, but Crystallized not able to get away very quickly, and Thompson using his advantage, his long cast range advantage, to put Crystallized under a bit of pressure there. But OG no better than to try and go for that.
What? I could easily see. No, he's thinking about it. Jarex, don't do this. Like,
Dude,
you're
Jarex,
gonna try to burst him, but he'll get PKB off and kill you.
Yeah, that is a 1600 HP Sven that is rapidly regenerating from this living armor. Speaking of which, what's he going for next? We got his Blink Dagger, BKB, and now he's gonna go for the Bloodthorn. But
Radiant's courier
Which-
has been killed.
I like a lot against these Spectres. Nice gut from Jarex. Courier. Courier have anything on it?
Regeneration.
From OG, as they are going to have Seb leading the way. Thunder God's Wrath finds his opening, blink forward, immediately tries to stun up Crystallize. He's going to be saved by Blizzy though. Press the attack, taking him away from that stun, so they're just going to have to leave their Ancient Apparition behind.
That was a lot of ultis though.
Yes.
If you're
Radiant's
Navi,
middle
you're looking
tower is
to
under attack.
engage off of this.
Radiant structures are fortified.
But OG, they don't feel too terrible because now they've got another card up their sleeve that is going to be the Nimbus available for Thompson.
Still think they should run out. I think
They're
if
gonna
you're
try and go for the fast duel onto Anna, but a double Yules, that's gonna slow things down incredibly. Crystallized, throws out the stun, activates the BKB, trying to finish off the Spectre, and does manage to get him. But many of the Navi members are quite low. As you can see, Blizzy as well as Magical is just stuck as Thompson keeps on beating him down, but Crystallized chased away Thompson. He's able to get him, and look at Magical just healing up now. Jarex is unable to finish him up with his combo, and you called it. You said Navi is gonna look for the fight.
They
OG.
are 100% always going to fight you in that position. You use so many ultis.
Yep.
And that's OG. They did it in the previous game too, where they feel like they've got the advantage because of pure net worth. But spells mean so
Dyer's
much in
middle
Dota.
tower
Yeah.
is
That's
under
all it
attack.
is.
All you killed was an Ancient Apparition. It was not going to take that long for
Dyer's
Navi to
structures
heal
are
and get
fortified.
back to that tier
Dude,
2
his
tower
buyback's like
defense.
200 gold.
Yeah.
And he just like completely team wiped for his team. In that position, maybe if you have at least like one spell up, as we see.
Dyer's
That double
middle
Yules
tower
was
is
sick,
under
but
attack.
It was.
Crystallized had a lot of damage to throw in. The Ancient Apparition Ice Blast, all it needed to do was clip
I
a
mean,
hero
let's
at
be
that
real. This
point.
was the ideal looking fight for them.
They're going to go back in, actually diving past the tier 2 to be able to kill No-Tail. Make sure that he can't stroke of fate the upcoming creep wave and slow down these bushes.
Yeah, this is the kind of aggression that we were hoping to see from
Dyer's top
Navi.
tower is
It's
under
there. They
attack.
went for that play. They read the situation.
And I think once you have this kind of strategy
Dyer's
set up
middle
by
tower is
OG,
under attack.
once you
Guys,
Dyer's middle tower has fallen. Dyer's
grabe yung game nila, patas na patas. Ayun, second skill. Buti na lang na-cancel yung duel. Si Miss is coming from Zeus, is coming from Seb. Mamamatay ba
Scanning.
Ice Blast headed towards Roshan. Get some vision in there. They will just hit the Spectre, clipping No Tail as well.
Oh, Thompson dropping the Nimbus Cloud in here.
Keep vision of Roche, Navi. I think they're more than happy just to be able to push OG out and give themselves enough time for the Legion Commander to come back. DD.
What have we here?
I mean,
Dire
there's no rune that says force Roshan, then double damage rune.
It's whispering to you, Crystallize. And take it.
The Nimbus is gone now.
Hold your destiny in your hands. Play for the win here, Navi.
All right, he's going to activate the God Strength and just go for it. OG, are they going to wise up to this? They're going to throw the Nimbus over there. They finally do, but it may be a little bit too late. It's at 3,500 HP, and OG are trying to get there fast enough, but it doesn't look like it. It's going to fall. Zayak is already positioning himself to try and find some sort of pick off of getting that. They're going to be able to go for the Tiny. They have the duel to be able to follow it up. Blizzy managed to lock him down. The Ice Blast is on its way. It's actually going to go a little bit farther. It's going to hit Anna because they got the hands done coming out from the Sven, and Anna way too close to that engagement.
Dude, he was rubbernecking that. He wanted to see what was going to happen.
Yep, and Thompson's going to be found as well. What a fast rotation from Zayak. What a massive turnaround from a double damage rune into a successful Roshan. Now 2 core pickoffs, the Spectre and the Zeus going down.
It all starts with Navi deciding to come into that area anyways. They get control of it. Crystallize finds the DD, but it's Zayats that already has the high ground area caught up. And Anna just decided to hang around.
Yeah.
He gets caught incidentally. He wasn't even, he wasn't even the main person they were trying to kill. I think he just wanted to see if it was a solo tree, which of course it's not, because they just took Roshan.
Yeah.
They gave you the info for free, and now all of a sudden, Navi in a great position.
I love that Snako made like the instant read of like, they don't need my Ice Blast for this dual kill. See if I find somebody else.
And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
That was so well done.
And that'll be a melee barracks. Possibly more here. Navi really going to see if they can force OG to buy back, or maybe try and do some half-hearted defense that leads into kills. Double Primal Roar, but immediately jump forward from Zions is able to get the overgrowth. An Inkswell on Jerix is going to try and jump in and continue this chain stunning, but they really just don't have any damage to back it up. The supports are going to fall here as Crystallize using his BKB to finish him off. Blinks back to the safety. They're still going to go for this around the melee barracks, but Thompson is up in 5 seconds. Have Navi stuck around a little bit too long, because now they can't get away too easily, but unless they go in and actually kill out this Spectre, they're going to be able to get the duel on it. It looks like that is going to be enough. Spectre immediately buying back though, haunting in, wants to be able to find some extra kills. Magical, he's going to be left to slow down the rest of OG. He's saying, me and Zayats will hold OG back while the rest of you get away, forcing a buyback out of the hard carry. That's good enough for me.
And he's going to BKB and go for it.
BKB, and
does he not have a TP? No, he's just going to all in for the
that's
rest.
enough to be able to get the barracks.
If he had a TP there, that would have been a boss move.
Yeah. But because he has the level 20 talent, the poison attack affecting the tower meant that he could get some permanent damage on OG at least.
Oh, that was a sequence of events and a half.
Yes.
Very
yes,
well done by Navi. We said both teams rely on momentum. OG tried to push their luck a little bit too much, and Navi, they definitely capitalized here. They played that so well. It's those little reads, like you said, the AA Ice Blast continuing to linger. Zayat's already walking onto that high ground, assuming that OG was going to mount the defense too late off of the Nimbus Cloud. That's not luck at all. That's just them playing things well. They made the little maneuvers that you don't really think about that just led to these overwhelming snowball opportunities. All of a sudden, they're up 6K. They're up 2 sets of racks. They're in a winning position.
Absolutely. They've got 100 dual damage on this Legion Commander, so they're looking at like a team that can really contest Spectre for late game as well. If this game stalls out for another 20 minutes, I don't think they're going to be too... and finish it off with that Aegis and Cheese. But We'll see if OG allows them that opportunity. We're closing in on some level 25 talents as well. Thompson already has his with the big arc lightning increase in damage.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Such a massive one. 35-minute bounty runes.
Like a good bauble.
Managed to get 3 for the side of OG. Even in a losing game, you could see they understand their game plan is entirely on map control. And even though they lost 2 lanes of racks, they come back, they immediately push out and try and get some map control again.
And that's the benefit of having that travels right now, is, you know, it continues to allow you to push out the lanes.
Yeah. You've got these, like, the entire zoo that comes out from Seb. He could just run down lanes, doesn't even need his hero there necessarily to do that. The Zeus can throw it as Nimbus Cloud to be able to push in some of these side lanes as well. There's a lot of these low-risk pushing that OG has. They're going to pop out the Thunder God's Wrath. That's going to give Ana the heads up that something was coming his way. TP out before Crystallize can find him anyway.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And they had all that information. Hey, they're all bottom. Keep that push coming at the top lane. And the Necronomicon combined with the Inner Beast, as well as the double Siege Wagon, it is making short work of that tier 2, but Navi refusing to back up, continue the march forward, now invading the Dire Triangle, trying to find somebody. But they're going to come home empty-handed.
I think they just want to continue to get map control so that they can set up for the next Roche.
Yeah.
You grab this tier 2. I think you commit for this tier 2. No, they're going to back out.
Well, they do manage to get the pick off on Seb here.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So I think that's part of the reason that Navi started back up, because just in case, like,
oh, look at this move.
Beastmaster had more, but they immediately go, okay, we got the kill on Beastmaster. They didn't try and go for the team fight, so we can go back to this bottom tier 2, give him the dual damage, and hit that tier 2 with an extra 126 bonus damage.
I like that move, though. What they were going for is they leave 3 heroes on the other side of the map. So then OG feels very confident. They're thinking to themselves, they went back already. There's no way they risk any sort of 3-on-5 potential fight, right?
Yeah.
And so if you're OG, you relax a little bit.
Now that you've gotten that tier 2 and the shrine, you can get the other shrine before Roshan spawns. It's going to be very tough for OG to get close to that Roshan pit when the time is right. Level 25, almost there for the Viper.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
You still go the Nether Toxin silences? Or 160 damage, man.
I mean, the Nether Toxin damage or silences is so good, though.
Yeah.
It's really hard to justify not to get it.
And that is indeed what he's going to go for. Dude, it's so annoying to fight into that.
Yes.
You see this Nether Toxin in the ground, you think, oh, it's not that big of a deal. You walk into it, get silenced. Silenced and healing the Viper because of the spell lifesteal.
Why is it called Nether Toxin?
Because it's from he's Pugna's pet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so that's the whole Nether realm in action.
It's Pugna's pet?
Yeah.
The damage.
So like the lore, Pugna's real strong.
Jax, oh! Again, the fast reactions from everybody on OG. The blink back from Jarex, the instant Nimbus from Thompson Zeus, preventing any aggressive blinks from Navi. But just being able to survive isn't going to win you this Roshan.
And that was the Nimbus drop too?
Can't get too aggressive. They have to wait for the Nimbus back up in 10 seconds, but they also have to find a way. Do you think they have to start the fight, or do they have to let Navi crash into them?
I think they have to let Navi crash into them. It's sort of difficult to say because, you know, if you lead the fight and Blizzy's in a good position, then the fight's ruined. The Beastmaster and most of your damage is just going to get purged off, plus the pipe.
Yeah.
I could very easily see a position where Navi just they withstand the chip damage that that OG have, because they don't have any like real strong like immediate burst 1000 HP gone. They need the ability to like lightning 4 times in a row.
Radiant's bottom
31 to
tower
24
is
as
under
we
attack.
approach the 40-minute marker. Navi holding a 6,000 net worth lead. That's going to increase even more if they can get the superior number of bounty runes, but if they don't, OG is going to get 3 once again. OG has made a good point of getting those. But I think Navi, I mean, they're at a point where they don't have to risk a whole lot, right? Like, who cares if they actually get 3 bounties over 2? Like, as long as we maintain control of this Roshan, we get that Aegis and cheese.
What? I think it's
game is...
Okay, I think it's...
It's been 100% OG favored since the beginning.
Oh, that was the BKB pop
Trying to get the Ice Blast in the BKB duel, but...
Lizzie's got a gem.
Yeah.
Cannot afford to die here.
But Crystallize managed to make the entrance, but it's only going to be the Grimstroke that they find with that jump. They activated BKB, and what OG wants here is just a kite. They've lost the Grimstroke, but BKBs being heavily used here. They can go back in as soon as they fade out, and that's exactly what they were trying to do, but unfortunately caught inside the river. The Spectre dies.
That is such a weird position.
There. That is definitely weird. That is OG overstretching their hand, trying too hard to catch people.
Yeah, they were going for some sort of weird block-off play as...
And look at Jarex, he's doing the same thing here, trying so hard to be able to catch somebody. He's now going to get Ice Blasted, jump forward from the Viper. He spotted Thompson, gets the Nether Toxin on him with the duel as well. That's going to be another buyback coming out from OG as Jarex going to fall as well. A third buyback already in this fight. And Navi, they have yet to use a hero. They do have the Spectre, though, with that Inkswell. Stunning up, he's going to be able to get the Ancient Apparition. That's Gem on the deck as well. With the tree, he can't make it up that cliff. That doesn't work anymore. So he's going to die as well, but no Core's dead yet. He's going to be able to Manta, take off that Rod of Atos. They make their way back. They're trying to catch Crystallize right now, and they spotted him. Jarex managed to get him with the Blink combo, stall him up as best as possible, wait until your cores get here. They have the damage to be able to finish off Crystallize, and now it's Navi who may be forced into some buybacks of their own under the threat of Roshan, but the smoke up immediately from OG. Blizzy, whoa, he's just blinking straight forward the toss with the level 20 talent. Tosses him a little bit farther back, but fortunately he had the BKB, a BKB TP out. But he's not going to be able to TP into this fight. He's going to start booking it across the map to try and get to Roshan here. And is this Sven going to buy back?
I feel like you buy back here with this Sven.
Well, Roshan's almost dead, so it doesn't look like they're going to make that commitment. Jarex trying to get away. He had already used his buyback. Now the Sven's going to go for it, but Roshan, it's almost dead, and Jarex managed to get away from that Ice Blast, so he doesn't die. They get the Roshan, they get the Aegis and cheese, and it looks like a clean retreat from OG. I feel like Blizzy failed to get the duel, and if anything, Anna's going to go for it a little bit more as the Primal Roar does manage to get onto Blizzy. He's slowed down, though. Anna trying to make his way over there, but they have Jarex be able to get the combo onto Blizzy. He's down to half health. The AoE press the attack. It's not going to be enough to save, but what a stun from Crystallize, hitting onto 3, and he rips Anna apart. That is just the Aegis, but Thompson, he doesn't have a second life to work with, and they still have the God Shrink, and they have a little bit of control as well. A lot of bit of control as the Rod of Atos holding him in place. The toss away. He has the stun, though. The Ice Blast to follow it up. Can Jarex do it again? No blink on for 3 seconds. Anna, if he dies here, this is going to be the game for OG, and sure enough, it is. They both die. Both Thompson and Anna, the carries of OG, both die and are dead for 2 minutes, and that leaves a wide open base for Navi to go ransack.
I mean, somehow they're going to have to do this 3-on-5. The creep wave is already there, so there's no creep cutting tactics. As
try and get the soul bind, force staff down to the low ground, just buy some time. Hope they separate. Hope Jarex is able to find an opportunity for a pickoff here. And he's just going to try and cut 178 bonus damage. That is what Legion Commander's going to end with here, unless Jarex can stop all things. There's no way. OG, they call it here, and this series is going to end 1-1. Navi get their revenge off game 1. Come back in game 2. Stall out OG just enough. Just enough mistakes were made by
Bottom. Good opening here onto mind control. Out with the double. The lockdown.
Yeah, I think that's why they picked the line, right? It's like they have the Pango who doesn't provide any luck. That's why they picked it.
Plays made down bottom by Misery though. They realized that Kezu potentially vulnerable as Miracle and Kuro move in. He has got the heal though.
Got one and Fairy Fire as well. Fine.
It is enough to outdo the damage. Misery's able to TP in as well in case they did dive on. Burst that. To the I mean, as you said, the Midas Armlet, then maybe even what the Deso, you pop in Rage, and you have those easy ones. Yeah. Just head straight towards in the fights. GH. Away.
Bo2 is starting to fall behind you, at least in the levels. He's going to start just getting that. Level 8, also tied with the Pugna, but let's say. Stack soon. Start first defending the tower. Also rotating Miracle. They are heavily emphasizing this bit. Easy. Caught by the stun? No.
Get him. Running away, but he cannot escape.
He gets caught by that by the stomp by GH.
And we are with that sidelight hit. He gets the kill.
Yeah.
More money for the TA. They're already starting to say barrel ahead of him. But whether Weeha's been able to head to the jungle, clean up the neutral as well. Down bottom. X setup.
Radiant's top tower
onto
is
mind
under
control.
attack.
He hasn't got the stun for a couple of seconds. Fade is looking for him. Stick charges will be there. One more right click will do it. Mind control to get the burrow strike up. Oh,
he dodged the stun.
Get him. They should have him. No, the Jukes.
No way. He's got another
Where
chance.
did he go? Where did he go?
Oh.
Nobody knows. The Jukes are real. He's out in the trees. Mind control will manage to TP away there.
That stun was so close to hitting him there. Misery. He actually lives that. That's.
Where do you think you're going?
Yeah, he's feeling good. Look at that double. He does both of his chat
My
wheels.
sprites are with us.
Top. Attempt onto Kezu. We did manage to get off the nature's attendants. But it won't matter.
Radiant's
Can't get the
bottom
stick
Three of them have
is under
damage.
attack.
Now the turn towards Milani. Swashbuckled in for that. Miracle cleans up both of them. Towards mid lane. Being gone upon. Being slowed by the traps. Being from GH. They're up to the high ground. Matu getting burst by the physical output from Weeha. Another death on the Pugna.
He really set the trap. He was actually melded on the high ground, waiting to get the first hit. Then he gets another second meld off afterwards to get that extra. Nice setup.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Knowing that he's going to try to press.
Dire's structures are fortified.
For one.
One, but the goals still continue to be very similar.
Yeah.
As farm is being laid out for Faded down bottom, and with that Midas, right, the good timing to get the armlet out. Good pace.
Be hard to just defend and survive versus that burst damage. Top tower, buying a bracer, buying raindrops, of course, even a belt of strength too. Just trying anything to survive until we get.
Hard to navigate place for Liquid, especially with these ults being available too. Kuro level 7 on the Shadow Demon.
Saw the build on Kuro as well. The 0 Shadow Poison. Max Soul Catcher. Yeah.
Help them in these.
Flash right.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
What's up board for a stun here on Ti9 faded, but a trap was set.
TPs are coming in, but they're not going to be in time to save the Sand King. Back. Milan, he's rolling in. Maybe see if they can try and set up for more TPs coming inbound though. So Chaos will back off. Got what they came for. Pay with the life of Faded as they set up a demonic purge into the spirit, dragging him back. Miracle's on top of them with the diabolic edict. He's into the creep. BT Faded, he'll stay alive for now. Zuru won't be quite as lucky as he is getting back to safety inside the creep of Liquid. Faded.
Something extra.
The tower is going to start hitting that creep first, back towards mid. Weeha trying for the solo play, but a TP comes in. Rage is back up for Faded, and he is able to get out of the creep and get back beneath tower.
Bit scary there for him for a second, but fine, and he gets
Invisibility.
Of course, a heavy amount of rotation. Chaos, 7.
Try for this play with the epicenter. Not nearly enough at all. Maybe felt the harassment was worth it, but that was never going to be a kill.
I mean, maybe that's exactly what he was doing. Maybe
Push
he's just
him out
trying to
of the
push
lane?
him out of the lane because he's just TP'd up there, right?
Him out of the lane, force him into jungle at least, so it gives Mind Control that free place to farm.
Set up here for Miracle. Milan, control in. Does he find him?
He gets out with a TP right underneath his nose. He didn't expect the instant TP in that position, so Milan rolls straight past. Rather than curving into that hole.
Is under attack.
Go for a GA.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
5% is talking, but to stop.
Well, did he find GH or did GH find him?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I think that's pretty unlucky there for Misery. GH had no idea he was there. He was stopping the wave. Pressure on here, trying to side lane to Sukiha in that lane, and also
still a hard kill.
The double chain stun if they have
the
edict already active.
Yeah, if they get the chain stun.
If they have the edict already active.
Yes.
Okay.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Go, Milan. Shadow Demon. The poke at Matu. Tries to go for the sun, but there's the turnaround. Kuro gets the demonic purge out. TP's coming in towards the shrine. It's Liquid. They'll turn. Take down Matu. Milan. Got to roll himself away, and with a roll TP will be able to escape. But that too. Once more, he's 0 on the Pugna. Did have that good showing in the lane, but he's not been able to do too much with his hero outside of that.
No, he's very squishy, and in the game where you're playing the Shadow Demon, you know, I was talking about the SD, he
Dire's
can always throw the
middle
Purge on the
tower
Ledge
is
Shield,
under
but if
attack.
he throws the Demonic Purge on the Pugna, you can never decrep yourself to get this EA off of you.
Faded comes in, but they don't protection prepared around this area. Trying to head across, but Mind Control's already out with the Burrow Strike towards the safety of his team. Finger buff before he went down.
Now
Radiant's middle
so
tower
look
is
to
under
split push
attack.
and join
Radiant structures are fortified.
every single fight, and it looks like, yeah, they want to battle in the mid lane. Matumba gets caught by the stun.
And there's the combo again for GH. Matu, it will go up into the air, but there's so much damage, Decrepify or not, it doesn't matter. Liquid can fight through it to kill him. That is, again, another time where Matu comes out in lane, instantly gets picked off.
Starting to snowball. Set up too. When they do get these kills, another